Hi Virgo, welcome. So Virgo, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual messages and then I'm going to get into the love you versus them reading. I'm time stamping this May because that's when I'm recording it, but my readings are timeless. So I just trust that whenever this finds you, that's when it's for you. And let's get into it, Virgo. So your first house out is the 10th house of reputation, which is all about your notoriety, career, responsibility, your achievements, wealth, and of course your reputation, your purpose. This is a very goal-oriented, very driven, very motivated energy as well, and sometimes a little too serious, right? So be easy about this, Virgo. Don't take yourself too seriously. And love what you do. It's funny because it's like people think in order to have a successful business or a successful endeavor of some sort that they have to be super serious and focused all the time, but there is a lightness to it. There is a joy factor to it. There is an ease and flow that goes with that success, right? And success comes through alignment. And alignment is focused, yes, but not that much serious. It's more so focused in the direction of what you want, which feels a lot more freeing than this very authoritative, serious approach. So if you've been taking that approach, ease off of that, Virgo, back away from that. It's probably giving you high blood pressure. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay to infuse a little bit of lightness, a little bit of fun, a little bit of playfulness into your life, okay? Especially into your career life or whatever it is that you're attempting to achieve during this time frame. I love that the last card on the deck, though, is the card of success. Woo! And you being such a detail-oriented sign, Virgo, I feel like success comes natural to you. It comes easy to you when you're in the flow. But if you start pushing against, being too hypercritical, getting too serious, that's when things start to get hard and difficult. Have you noticed? So it's about finding that fine balance there, Virgo, to truly not just be successful, but feel good about what it is that you're doing. You have the card of the rebel, we are the world, and postponement. So there is like this little rebellious streak coming through here, Virgo. And some of you wanting to break away from the collective, break away from the group, do your own thing. To me, this can also talk about entrepreneurships or just simply, you know, being your own boss in general, not really wanting to go along with the crowd, being a trendsetter, if you will, which is totally fine. But then it's also followed by the card of postponement, which is interesting. So on the flip side of that, Virgo, there seems to be some delays here. And maybe that's making you uncomfortable, right? Like you're ready to go and then the universe is like, slow down, and it just doesn't feel compatible to me. So some of you may be very frustrated by that if you're running into delays, cancellations, blockages, things of that nature. But you know what? A lot of times those distractions, right, will happen because we're not in alignment. You know, we need to that moment to pause and reflect. Maybe we're pushing too hard at something or going about something the wrong way, but not stopping to ask ourselves or take that deep breath to collect our thoughts. And so sometimes life will put those little blips on the radar, those little delays in your schedule to give you a chance to pause and reflect. So it's not always a bad thing, although I feel a lot of frustration around this. It kind of feels like Mercury retrograde energy, which I don't think we're in, but I believe Pluto is in retrograde. But correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will. So anyways, let's see what else we have coming through for my Virgos. For Virgo. Whoa, no. Let's see, what else does Virgo need to know? Also, you have 2 10s here and then the death and rebirth card. So there is a major completion here. Usually this is like a karmic completion. But it could also talk about endings, changes, and transformations coming through. And it's coming through the 10th house, which is career, your work life, and your reputation. Then you also have the Two of Swords, the Page of Cups. Ooh. And what else? The Fool. Oh my goodness. So this is pretty intense energy. The Tower at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio and Capricorn energy here for some of you. Give me a second to take a look at these. So the Death and Rebirth card is a very intense 8th house energy. It is about beginnings and endings. But it also can talk about compulsions, obsessions, addictions, things of that nature. The Two of Swords is like this very uncertain energy where you may be doubting yourself or feeling a bit insecure. And the Page of Cups is also not very secure in themselves energy. It is an undeveloped energy. And then the Fool, which can be quite impulsive. So I feel like this is your shadow side coming out here, Virgo. Some of you are needing to do shadow work, and or you're just in a space where maybe you're, you know, letting your emotions get the best of you, or you've got something serious going on possibly, and it's bringing this part of you out, but it's very uncomfortable to me. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like, you know, you're kind of like second guessing yourself or doubting yourself, and then trying to overcompensate, and then that not working out because it wasn't well thought out. And there's like a fear-based energy too around an ending of some sort, or something ending here. Okay, and I'm picking this up as your energy. For most of you it is. There's a few of you where this could be somebody you're connecting with that is embodying this, but take it as it resonates. Let's see what else. This is interesting to me. What else for my Virgos? The Hierophant, the Knight of Wands. King of Cups and the Strength card. So you have two major arcana here with the Hierophant and the Strength card. You know, think before you take action, Virgo, especially if you are in a lower level state of mind or lower level emotion or energy. Do not do anything reckless or impulsive during this time frame. Okay, like this, sometimes I'll say like, yeah, put yourself out there, go for it, take the risk. But I'm feeling like right now, for the Virgos I'm reading for, there's like a caution here with that. It's like, well, why don't you just pause and reflect for a little bit, let the air clear, and then when you're in a better state, when the energy feels a little bit better, then move forward, then take action, right? So some of you, the universe might even intervene and create a blockage or a boundary so that you literally can't take action, but it doesn't have to be that severe. It's just a tarot reading, but it could be like a tower moment where something is out of your hands, right? And therefore you have to wait, you have to pause, you have to put something on the back burner. So anyways, the Hierophant here is asking you to take a look at what it is that you're committed to and what it is that you believe in before you take action. Okay? This is about doing the right thing as well. Like, sometimes it's nice to do the fun thing, but sometimes life calls us to do the right thing. This is a very, like, obligatory energy, but it's also, like, I'm having trouble explaining this. It's like the right thing to do. It may not be what you want to do, but it's the right thing to do. And yet there's an intrinsic reward in this that you don't even see coming. Like, have you ever been like convinced to do something that you didn't really want to do, but you know it was the right thing to do? You know, like you didn't really have the energy or like really want to participate in this fundraiser activity or help your neighbor or whatever, but you just know it's the right thing to do, so you do it anyways. And then it turns out that like the person you helped has a connection that you're gonna need later on in life, or that like whatever fundraiser you participated in, you end up networking with people that then later become your friends. Like there's a reward in it and you don't see it. You're not going into it thinking you're getting a reward, right? You're not going into it for that reason, but that is the potential outcome, right? There is some sort of reward here for doing the right thing. I hope this means something to you, but I do feel a lot of strong emotions coming through, a lot of intense emotions coming through. I feel 8th house energy, as well as this 10th house energy. But like this could be your friend or this could be your enemy. Like this intense emotional energy could really motivate you, Virgo, or it could really become destructive. And it just kind of depends on if you're in your shadow self or in your higher self. And some of you, the caution is, you know, that you're in your shadow self, so be wary, okay? Or wait until you're back into your higher self. Let's see what else for Virgo. The Judgment card, the Knight of Swords, the Devil, and the Three of Pentacles. What is the Three of Pentacles? Hold on a second. This is just like the weirdest energy to me. Okay. Yeah. Ah! Virgo. Please do not lose your shit. If you start feeling aggravated or frustrated, walk away. Walk away. Okay, because this is like a very aggravating energy to me. I don't know if you have somebody around you that's just aggravating you, or you're just in the mood, or maybe you're doing just fine, but you're connecting with somebody who's very aggravated and it's like bleeding into your energy, you know, because energy is contagious, guys. But it is a force to be reckoned with either way. There is like this very blunt, impulsive, hypercritical energy here, and with the Devil here as well, it is kind of mean. It's just I'm getting a Taylor Swift song. It's a song where she says, is it called Mean? And you're just mean. I don't know what that's about. Oh, meanie. Don't be a meanie, Virgo. I gotta know how else to say this. And if it isn't you, you could be dealing with somebody that is just a complete asshole. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say this nicely. Like this is really it's immature. It's immature. It's like when you go into your lower self, when the part of you that you know better than, you know what I mean? Like we all have this part of us. All of us have a shadow, me included, right? Where, and I know exactly what my shadow can be like. Look to see where your Mars and Lilith placements are, and that will show you what your shadow is like. But the shadow serves a purpose, because you would not know your light without your dark. So I don't want you to shame it, shun it, you know, or even attempt to rid yourself of it, because you need your shadow. Just don't live there. Just don't let it get the best of you. Just don't let it take over your light. Some of you are definitely having a moment where you just, boop, you lose yourself and you just go right into that shadow, and it comes out in kind of a not so nice way, right? And that's all right. Pick yourself up, get back on your high horse, and I feel like you will. I feel like this is a blip in time, but if you can catch yourself before you go there, the guidance is, Virgo, to do the right thing anyways. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Stay committed to your truest, highest self. The part of you that is mature. The part of you that's connected with spirit. And that's not the easiest thing to do. People think that you're weak if you walk away from a conflict with your head held high without having to say anything in return. I don't consider that a weakness. I think that's the hardest thing to do. You know what I think the easiest thing to do is? Be nasty back. Mirror back the energy. That's the easy thing. You know, because energy is contagious, so it's easy to get triggered and trigger it right back at the person. That doesn't take any effort at all. And yet, for some reason, a lot of people think that that's the strong way to go about it. No, it's not. That's the weakest, easiest thing you could do. The hardest thing, but the best thing for you, is to maintain alignment, composure, calm, respect, and dignity in the face of adversity, in the face of somebody who wants to pull you down to their level, but can't. That's strength. That's a mark of somebody who's really done the work. So I guess this is occurring, Virgo, maybe as a way for you to test yourself to see, have I done the work? I don't like to say that the universe tests us, because honestly, it's not so much a test as it's responding to our vibration, but it feels that way sometimes, and I kind of feel that energy here. So I feel like you may be tested, and it's like you could go one of two ways, and one has an intrinsic reward attached to it, and one does not. And how will you know which one has the intrinsic reward? It's the one that requires you to stay true to your higher self. That's how you're going to overcome this. What should I title this? Like the true test. I don't know. And you know what? Here's the good news. For a lot of you, it ends on the 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, which is success. Getting the outcome you want, a positive outcome, getting the cooperation you need, you know, getting back on your high horse, feeling on top of your game. So for those of you who have already experienced this and passed the test, bravo. All right, let's see what the guidance cards are for you, and then we're going to go to the love reading for my Virgos. What is this song? Something shiny car. I know Taylor Swift is like really huge, but I'm honestly not a fan. Not of her as a person. I think she's a lovely person. I still don't like her music, but that's the song that's coming through. If you could make out the lyric, I don't know the lyrics, but she says, oh my God, look at her face. I honestly can't get it. I don't know. I'm sure somebody will know. Put it in the comments. Anyways, card number 34. Inspired action is always pleasurable action. The dominance of your thoughts is what brings everything to you and what is behind the action that you offer. By seeking good feeling thoughts that align you with your source, your action will then always feel good. You cannot muster enough action to compensate for misaligned thought, but action that is inspired from aligned thought is always pleasurable action. Card number 34. All right, interesting start, Virgo. Let's go to the love reading and see what else we have coming through for you. Stay right there. I will see you in just a second. Welcome back. All right, so Virgo, now we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. I am going to pull cards on you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Blah, 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 blah. Let's get into it. All right, Virgo, you have the card of consciousness and they have the card of beyond the illusion. Really interesting. So I feel like both of you are coming to some sort of awareness or clarity during this time frame. You may become consciously aware of something that maybe you were asleep on, you know, maybe you weren't aware of, whether that be within yourself or this person. And I feel like for your person, same energy. So both of you becoming more either self-aware or aware of something about each other within the connection, or both, you know, because oftentimes we're connected to people that mirror us. So let's see, Virgo, we're going to look at most recent past, how you both perceive each other, how you feel underneath it all, and most likely outcomes. So recent past for my Virgos. The 5 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. Oh, that's way too many. I don't want all of those. 1 card. I feel like I knew that was going to happen. I got a bunch of cards out and then I put them back and then I got a bunch of cards out again. So this time I'm going to keep them. I'm not going to keep them out here, but I'm going to read it. We'll do a quick read. This is, I feel like Virgo, again, there's the struggle. There's that agitated energy, you know, that back and forth type of vibe. For some of you, this was in regards to like money or finances or that 10th house energy. But it could also be in regards to back and forth in the relationship when it comes to like, especially the give and take going on within the relationship. But because it's also about like knowing your worth and, you know, drawing your boundaries, right? When you feel like you are giving more than you're receiving, or when you feel like, you know, your worth isn't being acknowledged. But I always caution people with that, you know, never put your self-worth or your idea of your self-worth completely in somebody else's hands. Ever. Never. Like, always know thyself. And if other people see that in you, great, those are your people. And if they don't force it. You know, those just aren't your people, or you know what I mean? Like, you cannot force somebody to see your worth, but if you're counting on them to see your worth in order for you to feel worthy, you are in deep doo-doo, because you're going to then be at their mercy in order to feel good, and that's not a good place to be in, Virgo. So I guess what I'm saying is always know your worth, regardless if the other person sees it or not, without forcing them to see it or not. If that makes sense. Anyways, here's a quick run through of the cards that I just got. So I feel like there's a potential opportunity here to have some healing and take some action and move things forward in a really hopeful and beautiful way. And it's going to take confidence, but I feel like you are seeing things from a different vantage point. And yes, first thing I got was, and there's curiosity here, you know. There's also a little bit of hesitancy here, but I feel like that'll go away. So that was what fell out. Now let's go into this person's recent past then. I saw that Taylor Swift song in my head. I don't know what the stinking hook line is. So weird. Sorry. Okay, the Temperance card. 7 of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. So this person has had their fair share of back and forth. Although I feel like they have invested a lot of their time and energy into being at peace, trying to find the peace, wanting balance in their life. Some of them, spiritual enlightenment. They may be a very spiritual person, or they may just be having intuitive thoughts or spiritual downloads, or I feel like this person is in their head a lot. They are definitely a thinker, sometimes an overthinker, but they have to weigh things out very carefully. This person could be somebody who really takes their time and thinks about things before they actually move forward. But it's because they want to make sure that they're seeing like the full truth of the situation or what's going on before they make a decision. So that's kind of where their head has been at. Let's see how you view this person, what your perception is of this person in the now energy. Virgo, how do you perceive? Let's see. Judgment, the Hangman, the Strength card, the Lovers. You see this person as your counterpart, an equal, a partnership, okay? Even if it is a not an intimate connection. And yet, like, you feel strongly that this is like your person or whatever, Virgo, and yet there's something hanging in the balance here. Yet there is this judgmental, like, critical energy in the background, and that could be your own, you know, inner critic, or it could be how you see this person, like they're critical. At the same time, like, I feel like this connection brings you a different viewpoint. You know, a lot of times relationships will break us open in a way that will have us seeing life differently or ourselves differently or whatever. And that's purposeful, right? Because you don't grow when everything and everyone around you agrees with you and is exactly the same as you and likes all the things you like. You know, it seems like that's what we want, but that would lead to a very boring, meaningless experience, because you can't learn. There's no excitement in that. There's no intellect in that. Like, we grow through diversity, right? We grow through being in connection with people that offer something different than us and can give us different viewpoints and challenge us. Right? So this whole idea out here in some of these spiritual chats and community is that, like, your soulmate is somebody who just always feels so good and you're like the same person and all of this. And it's like, no, it's not. Sorry. Not really. It's, yes, it is that, but it is also different, challenging, you know, growth. It sparks something in you. And by the way, you have more than one soulmate. You have many soulmates, and they're not always intimate partners either. Some of them are friends, family members. Soulmates are catalysts for growth. That's what they really are. So, I don't know. I feel like you're getting some sort of different perspective through the connection, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, the long way to say that. Okay, let's see. Woo! Background. How you are perceiving this person. The High Priestess, the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. So I feel like Virgo, when it comes to how they see you, I feel like this person sees you as, for some of you, a hopeless romantic, if this is intimate. For others of you, they just see you as playful and, I get the word lovely. lovely. I guess if you're more of the feminine energy, but either way, like, I feel like this person feels very intuitively connected to you. They are drawn to you in a way. You are drawn to them in a way. They see you as strong and confident, loving, smart. But they also see the Nine of Swords in you, which is somebody who worries a lot or overthinks things or gets stuck in like fearful states. And or this person may have a lot of anxiety about the connection in general. So take it as it resonates. Let's see how you feel underneath it all. How does Virgo feel underneath it all towards this person? Page of Wands. Two of Swords. Queen of Swords. And the Moon. Ooh, Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Well, I'll tell you this, in this moment in time that I'm reading this, I feel like you're unsure about how you feel about this person. Like, I feel like that's, you know, there's doubt around the connection or the heart space. Especially if, like, this person crosses your boundaries or doesn't respect you. Then it kind of wants, it has you, like, wanting to bring out, like, your shadow. The child in you, you know, the part of you that hasn't really matured quite yet, you know. So I feel like this person could definitely trigger you, and the spiritual reading was definitely triggering. So that makes sense to me. And the reason they can trigger you is because you care. Some of you care what they think a little too much. But let's see how this person is feeling underneath it all. So this person is somebody who will stubbornly hold on to what they love and what they care about. You had the Ace of Cups on the bottom of your deck. They have it in the heart space. The Four of Pentacles is like really holding on, you know, somewhat of a closed energy as well. But I feel like it's really more so in this depiction, like keeping you close to their heart, Virgo, or keeping something close to their heart, what they love close to them. Like there's a closeness, like this person craves that, or they want that in the connection, like this sense of belonging, this sense of closeness. There's a lot of love, a lot of emotion showing up in this person's heart space. And they also are stubborn though, so like they have a vision for what they want, you know, out of their family life or their relationship or whatever. And like, they're not going to give up on that. That's what they want. They want what they want, you know, like they want their vision. But sometimes that can make them a little inflexible or closed off for whatever reason. So let's see what the most likely outcomes are then for Virgo. The Magician, the Two of Cups. I knew that Ace of Cups was gonna come out. Temperance. I'm hearing, does that make me crazy? CeeLo Green, I think. Does that make me crazy? Some of you are just crazy about this person or crazy in love, or they are. So I love this outcome. The Magician, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, and Temperance. Yes, my goodness. This is manifesting your dream connection or your loved one or a very important connection, if nothing else. Okay, so take that as it's resonating with you. This is a very positive outcome. It's like finding balance, finding alchemy. Not letting some of these more negative feelings override how you truly feel about the connection when you're with your higher self. And a lot of you, there's a lot of love and appreciation, or you're manifesting or bringing that into the connection or into your life, because the Ace of Cups and Two of Cups with the Magician is point blank period, an exact representation of manifesting a soulmate. And there's love, lots of love. And there's passion, Ace of Wands. Woo! Yes, this person is very passionate about what they want, ready for action, ready to go for what they want, super hopeful. Like, this person has experienced pain. I almost didn't take this card, but they are healing that energy. And they are more in the space of like, they don't want to give up on their dreams. They have something, a vision that they want. They're seeing beyond the illusions right now. And I feel like, yes, they've been hurt and that caused them to be protective, but they're also super passionate and knowing what they want and going for it. And the star here can talk about wish fulfillment, healing, hope, and restoration, and then things move forward with the Three of Wands. And whoop, whoop, who's at the bottom of the deck? You, the Hermit, Virgo. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I gotta leave it there. I don't even want to go any further. Like, this is exciting. Let's see what your guidance card is then. It is card number 57. My true success is measured in my alignment. Alignment with Source, being inside your vortex of creation, becoming one with the true expanded version of you is the ultimate selfishness. And yes, in that state of alignment, all good things must come to you. Every rocket of desire that you have launched will be fulfilled. True success is not the attainment of things, the achievement of tasks, or the achievement of financial abundance. True success is the coming into alignment with you. Yes, selfishly aligning with your desires, your clarity, your confidence, your knowledge, your love with yourself. That is success. Ooh, I love that one. Go reread that. Card number 57. Zodiac signs you may be connecting with, Virgo. I have Aquarius here. You know, I just realized I got their cards with your deck. Wow, interesting. Okay, whatever. Sagittarius energy, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Libra, Leo again, Sagittarius. I felt Scorpio energy, as well as Capricorn energy in the spiritual reading, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe, so that way you don't miss out on any of my videos or when I go live. And yes, I do plan on going live 1 to 2 Sundays a month. I know I haven't done that great in May, but I'm gonna try. So in order to get that notification, make sure you subscribe. Also follow me on Facebook for more fun stuff. Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked below and in the About section. Wishing you the very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.